Okay, gentlemen, now we are at page 11 of your chapter 6 books. Okay, so now today we're going to learn about drawing of linear graphs. Okay, so we have a graph like this, y equals to 2x plus 3. You are asked to draw from the range of minus 3 to 1. Okay, the first question that you are asked to do is, does the point A want to lie on the graph? Okay, so that's very simple. So you just need to verify when x equals to 1. Okay, so we substitute this into the equation. Okay, and this will give you a 5. So since when x equals to 1, y is equals to 5, therefore the point A, 1, 2, it does not lie on y equals to 2x plus 3. Okay, so reason being, when you have x equals to 1 for this straight line, okay, when you substitute this into this graph, y equals to 2x plus 3, the value that you get for y is actually a 5. So, but in this part A, you're asked to search for A12, whether is it on the graph. So apparently it is not. Okay, because at x equals to 1, it is y equals to 5, not at y equals to 2. Okay, now to answer part B, okay, we would like to draw the graph first. Okay, so to draw the graph, we need to fill in this table of values. So let's fill in this table of values quickly. Okay, so for the first one, you calculate when x equals to minus 3. So minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Alright, so for this you will get minus 1. Okay, for 0 you get 3. And for 1 you get 5. Okay, so right now I will label my axis, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, and I will label my points. This is 1. Okay, then we have 0, -1, -2, -3. Okay, so for the y-axis, okay, because we have wider range, so I have to reduce the scale. So you have -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then you may label your points. -3, -3, -2, -1, 0, 3, 1, 5. Okay, then right now we are good to draw a straight line. Okay, -2. Okay, so this one is wrong. Alright, so we have it here. Okay. Okay, so using the ruler, you should see that your straight line will pass through all the 4 points nicely. Okay, and the last step you need to do is simply to label your graph as y equals to 2x plus 3. Okay, so for your final statement, you say that when x increases, okay, y increases as well. Okay, right, so one thing I want you to take note is that for the x-axis, right, you realize that the scale that was chosen was for every 2 big blocks you have 1 unit. So the reason why you want to do that is because that you want to draw your straight line as large as possible, as long as the graph paper permits. Alright, so when you choose a scale for your axis, alright, you want to choose one that will allow you to draw your straight line as large as possible. Alright, so right now we will look at example 6. Okay, let's take a look at when x is equals to 2. Okay, you will see that you get a -1. Alright, and then with the same thing, we want to draw the graph of y equals to 3x minus 2x. Okay, so similarly, I'll label my axes. I have the x-axis and the y-axis. Right, then I will label both of my respective axes. Right, so we have 0. Okay, for this is 1, 2, -1, -2. Okay, so for the y-axis, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, we want to simply plot the points, okay, from this table of values that's given here, and then what we get is this. Okay, then with your ruler, okay, you can draw a straight line passing through all the points, and finally you label the graph y. Okay, y equals to 3 minus 2x over here. Okay, okay, you label your graph y equals to 3 minus 2x. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so I would like to make a comment right now for the labeling of the axes here. Okay, so usually on each of your axes, when you label these values here, okay, usually we will only label for every 2 cm on your graph paper. So usually one of such block over here will be 1 cm. It's a 1 cm block. Okay, then every 2 cm, then we'll label one number here. Okay, so for the case of this y-axis, you may also label it in this manner. Okay, with that you can see that your graph, when you draw it, is much neater. Okay, so the next part of the question, you are asked to write down the coordinates for the point where your graph crosses the x-axis. Okay, so and that will be over here. Okay, over here. And then the coordinates you can label is basically 1.50. Okay, so the coordinates will be 1.50. Alright. Okay, the name of this such point will simply be the x. Okay. Okay, then the next part is you are asked to find again, does the point 1.51 lies on the line. Okay, so you're asked to show, okay, using calculation. Alright, so I'll just write here d when x equals to 1.5. Okay, clearly, okay, as shown over here in your graph, okay, 3 minus 2, 1.5 will give you a 0, and therefore 1.51 does not lie on y equals to 3 minus 2x. Okay. Okay, so graphically, it will be even more obvious to note that 1.51 is over here, and surely 1.51 does not lie on the line y equals to 3 minus 2x.